Hey, what's up, guys? I am back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a general reading for Sagittarius. Just want to give a quick shout out to my new subscribers. I appreciate you. Just want to let you know that. All right, it's a fairly new channel, so I do appreciate it. If you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. Just remember, Sagittarius, it's a big world, so it is general, and this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Sagittarius. But we'll get right into it now. I will say, as I was shuffling your cards, I sense a lot of back and forth. Like some of you are like, well, I don't really feel, well, you're part of it, but I just feel like there's a lot of disagreements, a lot of arguing, maybe even some competition, difference of opinion, maybe with you and like different people, but it could even be people around you. Okay, that it's kind of spilling into your life, I guess. Okay, because for some, I don't really feel like it's really directed at you. Okay, but we'll see what else comes up for you. Maybe you need to take some time for yourself. Just, regain your energy. I do feel like some of you feel very strongly about certain things. So maybe that's how it's connected to you. Because I feel like you feel like some things are just not fair and you don't understand it. Okay. Why others may feel differently. You may be pleading your case, sort of speak. Okay. You have the Five of Pentacles here in reverse. Excuse me. Two of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Hermit in reverse. I told you, you feel like some people are not being fair, and you're very fair, okay? From what I sense, you see very clearly, actually, and you may be the voice of reason here and trying to get everyone on board to see what is truly going on. But there are some people that just don't want to hear it, to be honest, okay? And I feel like for some it's a waste of energy, but for others you might actually get through. So I'm not saying don't try, but you know what you're putting your energy into. Okay, make sure you're not giving it away or that it's spilling into your life where you're in balance. Okay, for some of you this can be connected, well, honestly I feel like it's more way of life. Okay, maybe households, different households too. Okay, difference of opinion, different way of doing things, but it can also be connected to money. All right. I kind of feel like it's more lifestyles though. Now, for some of you, there is a connection to money, and I do feel like there is some decision going your way. But I feel like that's something different. Okay. That's not what the debate and arguments are about. Okay. You have the Four of Swords. I apologize for any background noise, by the way. You have the Two of Cups. So like I said, I feel like you're the one who's seeing fair here. There may be people trying to get away with things. You kind of feel, for some of you, you feel alone too, okay, with this Hermit. And I feel like it's because you're different. Maybe that's why you're having trouble kind of understanding why people do the things they do, because you are nothing like that. And so it confuses you, okay? And you don't understand why people can't see other people's point of view. Maybe that's why I feel like for some of you, it's not really directed at you. It's not totally connected to you. It may be that you're seeing other people argue and you're not understanding why they don't see what's truly going on here, okay? Because I just feel like there's a lot of people that are at odds. Now, I do feel like you are too with someone, okay, have some sort of disagreement, but I do feel like a lot of it is outside of you, okay? It's people around you, okay? That's why I said you may have to be the peacemaker here, okay? Now, when it comes to, now that doesn't mean, Sagittarius, to overwhelm yourself with other people's stuff. Okay, I just feel like you're connected in some way. I just feel like some of the arguments are not about you though. Okay, so be careful again what energy you're putting into what. Okay, but be patient with everyone because you may reach a point where you kind of snap too, you know. But I do feel like don't let things ride either. If you notice, this cobweb's there. She's been sleeping too long. Okay, it's like you have to balance. You need rest to deal with the situations and to have the energy to deal with it. At the same time, don't rest too much where it's just it keeps going longer than it should. You know what I'm saying? So when the situations come up, take a moment for yourself, okay? I do feel like in the future there can be some healing with some relationships. I feel like you may be disconnected with people right now, certain people. I do feel like for some, you can reconnect. Okay. I just feel like it won't be right now, though. Okay. Maybe everyone needs to cool off. Maybe that's why I was sensing the arguing. Maybe everyone needs to cool off a little. Okay. But I do feel like some of you feel alone. It's like you feel like people just don't understand. They don't understand you. Okay. I feel like in time that will change with the people that are involved. But as far as the future, like new relationships and stuff, I kind of feel like you need to be open in that way. Okay. Because I feel like your past and present relationships may stop you from allowing new relationships to develop. So don't close yourself off. Okay. Some of you may have a Libra, Virgo that you're dealing with or energy that's around you. Cancer, Capricorn, Taurus, your top card, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Knight of Swords in reverse, and you have the Hangman in reverse. So, like I said before, don't snap, Sagittarius. Okay, make sure you're cool-headed, but take swift action when needed. Okay, to end it quickly. Don't let it linger. At the same time, know when to do that. Okay, so it has to be calculated. Don't put your energy into things that are not going to serve you, or let anyone bait you into, putting energy into arguments or whatever, or things that shouldn't be, you shouldn't get into. I do feel like you need to be careful because I feel like some of the people around you act the same way. They kind of snap. Okay, so remember that you're dealing with snappy people just like you can kind of snap. So I do feel like not everyone really means what they say. It's just in the heat of the moment, they kind of say probably nasty things or things that they know will hurt the other person. And not really always you. Like I said, it can be other people too, because I kind of feel like it's groups of people. Be an example, okay? Don't lower yourself for anyone, okay? Don't stoop to their level, okay? Because I feel like they would try to get it out of you, okay? And remember, like I said, not everyone is saying what they mean here, okay? I just feel like they're being too quick with their mouth and, want to hit where it hurts at that moment, but then they think about it and they kind of feel bad, is what I'm saying. That's why I said some people just need to cool off and, come back and kind of try to work it out and come to some even ground here, okay? But, this can be about communication too. And I think there's a problem with communication here. Okay. Maybe that's why I'm sensing all the snapping. Okay. I think that everyone needs to just be quiet and and let everyone speak, even if you don't agree. Maybe this is some advice you could give them. Maybe you're listening with other people. Maybe someone's cross-watching, because I feel like I'm talking to all of you. Give everyone time to speak. Even if you do not agree, just give them that time to speak. Everyone speaks over each other. Everyone cuts each other off. And so people feel like they're not being given that respect and that time to express themselves. Like I said, you don't have to agree, but just allow people to speak. And I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to whoever's going to be watching, because I feel like it's not just you. Either you're watching with a group or just like cross watching here. Okay. That would help prevent a lot of disagreements, a lot of misunderstandings, because I do feel like there's a lot of that in there too. Don't get me wrong, there's a little some pettiness too. You know what I'm saying? But you'll know what's what, you'll know who really means what they're saying here. Because I feel like people just get annoyed and say whatever. You know what I'm saying? And people are just, there are some that are not being fair, and you know that, and it's okay to express that. It's just how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they know too. It's just some people are just selfish, honestly, Sagittarius. And then some people are just blind, because I kind of feel like it's both. Like you need to teach them what is right and be an example. Yet I feel like some people know and are just being stubborn. Just being stubborn. Okay. Look at that. Your other top card, Devil. That's what I'm saying. Do not lower yourself. Okay. There are people even around you that they need some like shadow work done. Okay. I feel like you're dealing with people that have maybe some issues that have nothing to do with you, but it has molded them to who they are and how they see things, how they react to things, and they're kind of trapped because they don't really see it the way that you do. And that's why I said maybe you have to teach them. Okay. The error of their ways. Okay. But remember not to let all that negativity roll onto your life. Okay. Make sure that you protect yourself. Make sure you remain balanced. Make sure that you take any swift action you need to take, but do not act out of emotion or ego. Okay. Because this can be ego too. And I feel like there's a lot of ego up in here. Okay. And I'm not really talking about you, it's the people around you. I just think you get caught up in it. It's more of that. Because like I said, I feel like you're more of the voice of reason. You know what I'm saying? Wheel of Fortune. A lot of high cards here. I feel like this is something else though. Especially with the Justice. You're going to a whole nother phase, Sagittarius. Okay. You're going to start, I think that this may be for someone spiritual. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I feel like you're going to start seeing things and feeling things that are going to validate you. Some of you are even manifesting. You're putting intention into things. And what I mean by that, I mean more spiritually, okay, more energetically. You may be developing things in your mind's eye. What I mean by that, creating things to attract to you, okay? You're also learning a lot too. And it's going to take you to a whole nother place is what I'm sensing, okay? It's weird because I kind of feel like you're going to be like, it's so odd the way they're making me feel it, like Lady Justice. I kind of feel like you know what? I think that's what you guys do. Some of you meditate. Because at first I was gonna, say, you help people. It's almost like you have like the blindfold on, because not to be biased, and you just listen, okay, is how I'm sensing it. So some of you probably close your eyes when someone's talking to you. And you kind of just listen to what they're saying, and you kind of put what they're saying on scales. And what I mean by that, it's more like you're reading them in that way. I know that sounds weird, but it's like it's almost like you're putting their problems on one scale and putting what they need to do on another scale, or what blocks them. I don't know. I just feel like you're separating things about people on scales, and kind of the scales are kind of helping you figure out what they need, what you can tell them, what you can teach them so that they can fix their issue, have some clarity, give them the tools to have an understanding, something like that. But I'm going to go back to the meditation thing. Some of you, well, I kind of feel like you do the same thing. It's like you close your eyes and it's almost like you take inventory of like your thoughts and your experiences. And you kind of try to look at it in the same way, like without judgment, without bias. And don't get me wrong, it's like you're coming up with like the conclusion. That's where the judgment comes in. That's what you judge. It's almost like you take all your experience, evidence stuff. I know that's a weird way of putting it, but I guess whoever's for will understand what I'm saying. Because it's almost like you put on the scale and you kind of weigh what you learned, how it affects you, and then you come up with some conclusion, and that's what you judge. That's so odd. I'm saying so odd because I'm having a hard time kind of saying it how I'm feeling it, yet I feel like you would know what I'm talking about. Because I feel like you do that a lot. It's like you take everything in your mind and it's like you weigh it for some reason. Like, how much did I learn from this? How much did this stress me out? What am I taking from this? And you put it aside and you keep doing that with stuff. And then once you have your little pile, it's like you judge on that, like how much you, I guess, progressed or understood or learned. And like I said before, you guys are visualizing things. You're trying to make things happen energetically, and it's working in your favor because you're pretty determined too. But I also feel like you're getting, like I said, a lot of clarity, a lot of validation. And I feel like that's a long time coming because I feel this can be karma. And I feel like this is like your time. So you may have had some difficult experiences. And I'm talking about going way back years. Okay. And it's almost like now you're starting to see that you needed to go through certain things to be who you are today. Okay. Even with people, that stems a lot from relationships. I could tell you that from your past. Okay. Experiences too, but a lot was relationships and a lot of experiences that were very difficult, is what I'm sensing. Okay. So right now, you're kind of like, for some of you, I just feel like certain people may make it difficult to maintain that, because this can be about habits and patterns. And I feel like, be careful with that when it comes to relationships, but also thinking. Okay. If something goes down, do not start thinking negatively. Maybe that's why I said, everyone kind of needs to cool off, because you may have some lingering habits. It's not easy to change. It takes time. It's a process. Okay. But I do feel like you've come to a really good place and you don't want to go backwards, right? Let me get one more message for you, Sagittarius. And some of you are having negative thoughts. I feel like that's something else. Be careful. Make sure that you balance, because I feel like some of you may be blind to some people that are around you. You may be misunderstanding some things. Okay. And that's why I said there may be people around you also, but maybe even you that need to do some shadow work. Okay. For you, I feel like it's more to maintain, but there may be people around you that, like I said, I don't know if people are cross watching or you're watching with other people. I just feel like there needs to be some time for that. That would help with a lot of the misunderstandings that go on. Okay. Not all of them are misunderstandings, but a lot of them are. And it would help clear everyone's vision. Okay. All right, back on task. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. So, like I said before, act with intention. Okay, calculate it, planned out. Don't be too quick, but don't let things ride either. Okay. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine tuning. Okay. And it's good to do that. It's good. I apologize for the background noise. Okay. I don't know if you hear it, but I do. It's always good to do that, to relook at everything and make sure that, we have T's crossed, I's dotted. Make sure that we're putting the right energy into the right things. And, balance is the key to that. Okay. And also not letting any negativity spill onto your life, or even negative thinking, because some of you do that. It's something you're trying not to do. Continue to do that. But sometimes it creeps up there. Okay. But I feel like that would help you, like I said, have clarity, even be validated, and also truly see how to handle situations with the people around you at the moment. Okay. Because I feel like some of you, like I said, are very fair, and okay, what's right. You're very, how can I put it? You're just very open to hear everyone out. You have a really good way of understanding. Okay. You try to understand everyone's point of view, and I think that's really good. But it's something you got to practice, especially when things come up that you may get overwhelmed or maybe challenging for you. Okay. But that is your message, Sagittarius. I hope it helps in some way, and good luck.